Okay, so I was doing some math, doing some figuring, and I'm using this website, the Satisfactory calculator. And so if we go back to our game here, so these things make 15 per minute. Now, granted, I could do overclocking, underclocking, all that stuff, but like this thing here, so I basically took multiples of 15. So so that way we didn't have any odd numbers. Now, granted, I can make these numbers work, the 180 and the 180, but we need 4 foundries and 3 constructors just to make 45 steel beams, and it's 140. Oops, I don't know if you can see that down here, but it's 144 megawatts. Why does it keep not scrolling where I want it to? So but once again, I'm trying to think, do I so let's minimize that. So once again, that is 4 foundries and 3 constructors. I'm trying to hit Q. So 3 constructors, 4 foundries. Which I think we have more than enough stuff to do that. We have no problem with doing that. The only issue is space. And once again, I don't know if I want to. Like I said, I'd kind of like this to just be one giant factory. So, I mean, we can cover up that stuff. So I'm wondering. So my problem's going to be that space because the miners are so high. Yeah, the miners are one of the tallest buildings. This part of the game, it's one of the tallest buildings in the game. But do we just bring the raw supplies to this level, or do I do the foundries on one level and then bring... do I just branch the foundries off, like, over here, and then have the constructors, like, over here? And then once again, everything's going to go down to storage. I don't want storage to be like I have to go climb a million stairs. I mean, granted, we'll have dimensional depots on everything eventually, but I don't want to just... yeah, like I said, this is going to be all storage down here. So do I bring, like, the foundries and, like, put foundries on this side and then put the constructors on this side? Because once again, we need how many of each? So we need 4 frickin' foundries. Ugh. That's a lot of foundries. And they're not small either. I mean, how big are they? I mean, they're not tall, but they're, they take up... They take up some space. Oh yeah, there's, all that space. So they're almost a 4... No, they're about... They take up about 4 spaces, give or take. So... Come on, come on. So yeah, they take up some space. They definitely are not a small... Plus, I don't know how we're going to fill them up fast enough. I mean, we're definitely going to need the miners. We have 4 freaking foundries is not a small... let's see, like I said, I'm wondering if we just... How far over does that... Yeah, so we can't really go any further that way because of the... But we can go this way, I think. I mean, we could go one more that way. That's not a big deal. Come on. See, what I'm thinking is we can go straight across with this, but I'll leave like the road here. So I mean, I can put the foundries like right here as part of our factory. I mean, we have the space. You know, once again, I'm really overthinking the whole space thing. So let me just see. Let's just bump that out. I don't know, that far. Wow, that still leaves us a lot of space. I mean, I don't have to make... I have a feeling that forest is coming down, and we're going to move all these lines. Like, we'll just make a production line of conveyor belts going that way to the power plants. Yeah, as you can see, I mean, we got tons of space. I mean, how ridiculous, though, does... I mean, that's going to be really high off the ground. I mean, it's fine. I don't care. Because, like, these foundations can come out, too. Power poles might have to move. No big deal. Because you just have to remember, too, when you split things, like how much... I would need 180 coal and 180 iron into 4 foundries. But each foundry... Somehow those numbers aren't adding up in my head right now. Oh no, that's the foundry. They take 45 and 45. And hopefully that stupid website sometimes has ads that plays sound, so hopefully I catch it before it gets too obnoxious. So I mean, that's technically not enough. Well, no, if I bump that up to a Mark II, if I bump it up to a Mark II, that's 270. That's only 120, so I would have to have at least that. And right now it's doing 120, so I would have to bump it up to 240. There would obviously be some, extra because 270 divided by 2 is 135. 135 divided by 2 is 67. 67 divided by 2. Interesting. That might not. Where's our truck? Oh, I have them in my inventory? Where are they? There they are. But I do need... I need steel beams. Which is not an issue. We can get steel beams. That'll just give us one. Ooh. That's just steel. Which we can yeah, we can do that. Right? Idiot. Let's see, we got up there the last time. So right now this is doing 120. But if we Mark II this, now we're at 240. And as you can see, there's about a 10-second delay for when this starts actually working. This only does 120, so we definitely need these. So if we can do that. Oh, do we have access though to... Oh god, we do, okay. Whoa. I don't understand what's going on here. It looks like... Oh, because I had it on the wrong one. Oh, dear God. I should put walls up or something. So these are all Mark III now, right? And that's a Mark III lift. Now, I probably didn't have to actually do that. But anyways, I don't want this to stop. That's the main thing. It looks like we're already backing up on iron product or whatever these things are. Let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so do we just keep going across and just make like that stuff up here? I don't know where it's gonna put that. My goal is to make like a mega factory type of thing. I don't know if you guys have picked up on that yet. I need to get this. So we might actually move. I'm just trying to do my head here. I only need 180 of this. That's such an odd number. So what is 45 plus 15 is 60? Which would be 240 and 240 on the dot. Is that overkill? It's a lot of power. It's 192 power. We'd have to overclock one of the foundries. And then 75 would be 10. And we don't have enough for that. I said, the question of the day, do I just go ahead and put these over here? Because then there would be a lot less belts and shenanigans. I mean, the only issue is I would have to bring the coal over here, which 8.5 dozen one or the other at this point, right? And I would need 180, so I would have to bump up the, because I don't think I want to go any further, this direction, because that'll be in the way. Why do I keep, like, clicking that to put it on my wish list or hot bar? I don't know what I'm clicking too fast, but I'm doing something wrong. Yeah, because I don't think we're going to go any further. I mean, if anything, this one is actually yeah, we can't go any further than that. So let's get rid of this so I remember, and let's, I'll put some, whatchamacallit, let's just put a basic wall up, just so I remember that's where I don't want to go any further than that. I mean, we can go this direction, though. Because, yeah, this thing's, I mean, see how tall miners are? I mean, this thing's going to be, you know, up here, and I don't want to clip the walls. And I think we should put foundations on that, too. We might need, I'm going to see if I can bump that up, maybe. Yeah, we are just going to build one hell of a big-ass steel factory. I mean, like, I can have this over here. I think I can go actually one more. Let's just build one heck of a big foundation right now. I love that sound it makes. It's like a spaceship taking off. Why do I keep trying to put things on my to-do list? So I think I should leave a... it doesn't really fucking matter. Nothing really matters. Anyone can see. Nothing really matters. This is going to be one heck of a big building. Because I can even go further this way, too. And further that way. Let me just get the general gist of my foundation shenanigans that I'm trying to do. Because I know I'm just, like, totally... I'm not understanding the aspect of size right now, I think. You know, it's one of those things where, you know, when you play in a first-person game like this, you sometimes forget how big stuff gets. Or how big stuff can get, I should say. I think we can go one more across. We can actually probably go one more. No, I don't want to hang over. I mean, I guess that's fine. Well, where's my wall? Well, I can always wrap around that, though. Here, let's just go ahead and snap. Thank you. Because I don't want to go any further that direction. I can go this direction, though. Look at all this space for activities. And then I could bump this out a little more if I wanted to, like, you know, just for aesthetic reasons. I mean, I could even go out one more, or I could bring that foundation out too, to that point. So, like, what we could do to give the building a little shape, so it's not just a giant square block. Once again, this is over planning. But I think I can actually go out. Probably have to start doing counting here. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that 5? That's the only problem with these. I can't see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, that works. 1, 2, and then 1, 2. So this will be our 5th, which is right in the middle, even though I don't know how big this freaking monstrosity is, so I'm probably over just killing this right now. But yeah, we can do that. So, and technically we can go even a couple more blocks that way. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. So if you're ever building stuff and you want it to be somewhat symmetrical, odd numbers. Always remember, try to do odd numbers. Odd numbers make things more symmetrical than even numbers. Because, like, as you can see here, we just did that, where we had 5 here, and then there's my center point. And like I said, I think we can go one more over here. I mean, technically we can go a couple more over here. But we could also do is, let's see, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's odd again. So that's 3. So that would be, this would kind of be the middle. So like I could put 3 blocks right here. 1, 2, 3. So we could, I could do, why is it on ramps? 1, 2, 3. And that should leave me 2 spots here and then 2 spots there. So see, yeah, odd numbers are your friends when it comes to building this kind of crap. What are you doing? I swear, like these animals like hear you or something. I mean, I don't know if that's true or not, but you notice how he looked at me when I said, "What are you doing?" Maybe that's just me. And then I don't know what I should do with that space now. I mean, we can still build, like once we get to the next level can go above this area, but this level cannot. That's basically what I'm trying to get at here. And I mean, technically we can still go across this way. Because once again, these damn foundries, they're so damn big. And I can branch off of this, or I can just hijack this line. And then I'm gonna have to do some math to figure out the actual numbers I'm thinking in my head right now. Because see, I'm thinking I'm just going to make like kind of a tunnel that goes underneath this. So we're going to have a building with like a tunnel. And see, we have some... Oops. Oh, you can't even tell from here. We're right on the same level of it. Anyways. But you can kind of see where my point is. My point, I think that's where it is. Yeah, I'm like... So... Am I going to make it? Am I going to make it? Really? You get stuck on ladders? But yeah, we can still go one more over here. I just don't know how far I want to go, though, is the only problem. Because once again, foundries... I mean, that might be enough for the foundries. And then, like I said, we're going to have to get the... I mean, right now I could just clip through the floors, but I'd like to get those conveyor belt holes for the floors, and then I can drop down the finished product, because once again, storage is going to be down there. I don't want to put storage up here, and then have storage up here, and then storage up there. I want everything to go down, because that's a lot easier to get to. And plus, if we set up like trucking routes and stuff, that'll be a lot easier to get to. And like I said, that's pretty much the end of where we're going to go there anyways. I just don't know if I want to go any further over here. I mean, I don't know if I'm going to be expanding that too. So basically, we're going to need 4 flippin' foundries. Oh, I was way off. So I'm going to want to leave a buffer space for giggles and kicks. So this is where our splitters would be. So I was close to where I thought I was thinking. But once again, if I want to leave a buffer space, so we need to move you over. So that would be like, let's just put them down so I can see what I'm doing. 1, 2, 3, and as you can tell, that doesn't work. Because this is definitely going to be the buffer. So that doesn't work. Let's leave that one there so I don't forget what I'm doing. So yeah, we're definitely going to have to come over. Oh my god, what was that? That was not part of the game. I don't know what that noise was. Oh, jeez. Now, if that fits, that would be awesome. I don't have a feeling it's going to fit. And then what we're going to do, we want vertical. Why do I click? I don't understand why I keep clicking, but I'm clicking something wrong. We need a ladder. Why do I keep clicking stuff? Sorry. Okay, so now if we do a foundry, put it in the same spot, hold. So now we have our 1 space buffer, we have a 1 space buffer. So if that's 1, and then we can get rid of you. And then that's 2, 3, 4. Oh my god, did that work out perfectly? Oh, that's awesome. And I put them the right direction too. That actually works. So I have my one space buffer. This is where all the conveyors... I'm gonna have to figure that out too. And I have a one space buffer over here still. That's kind of as far as I wanted to go that way. That actually worked. See what happens when you do math and you try to plan things out? Things actually kind of work sometimes. Now, the rest of this, I don't know if it's going to work or not. Because now, well, I need to look at our math. Where's my screen here? So we need 3 constructors. So, constructors... So these are going to produce steel ingots. Let's just go ahead and set up steel ingots here. I keep forgetting I can do Control C and copy and then paste. So we're going to get 45 and 45, which is 90, and then 45 and 45, which is 90. And then we're making these. So 45. So what we could do is merge. So that'll give us 90. And then we can put a Mark 1 line on this. So 45 and 45. That's 180. So that would be a mark. So if we put all those together, my question is, how is we're going to do this? So I'm thinking we're going to have to just clip some walls here, and we'll probably do like iron, maybe have the coal actually come up here and come along the backside, and then we'll do iron underneath. I mean, we could go above too. That's not a big deal. But since the iron's right here, we can just bring it right into the backside here. Like I can bring it here, bring it up here. I just have to decide, or like I said, I go below. But I would have to do like these two, and then these two would have to be coal. Which I don't think my buffer zone is big enough. I think I might need to move everything up a block. But then that's going to throw off probably my... Once again, the buffer zone, it can be used. I don't care. Because, I mean, how did I set those ones up? Why does that look like it's not on the ground? Are these floating? Does that look like it's floating? Am I on the wrong level? Don't tell me I need to redo this. No, those ones float too. So like this one, yeah, we have the iron coming in, and then I have the coal underneath. But what I need to do is, I don't think I can make it 100% efficient. I think I'm trying to overthink that too much. I think it just needs to, it's going to be what it's going to be at this point. I just have to decide if I want to go down or up. I mean, the coal needs to be trucked over here. Our conveyor belt over here. Which, no big deal, we have all the coal right there. But I think I'm going to have to do a... I think I can just use this one. Because it is a normal... It's... so it's normal, which means it's producing 60, so it'll give me 120. I'll have to bump up the numbers on it though. It's okay that it's sticking through. Oh my god. Gotta get this plant. Come on. Come on. That was like almost impossible to get. So what we could do is put a miner here, a Mark II, and I think we'll just have it face right into this. So with a Mark II, we're doing 120, and I need 180, so if I put one power shell in here, that would give me the 180 that I need, which is great, which means I would have to use Mark IIIs, right? Yes. Minimum of a Mark III belt. So if we just start you off, just so I can get the stupid conveyor belt in the right place. I don't know if I want to... Sorry, I was thinking. And then we'll bring you... Let's go that direction. Will it let me go up the ladder doing this? I think it has to be there. Oh my god. I kinked it the last second, but that actually works. I think that'll work. So let's get rid of you and get rid of you. Now remember, if you have those conveyor poles next to one of these will not work. So if you're having issues with your lifters, it's probably because you have one of those poles in the way. Okay, so that goes there. So what we could do here... Actually, I had a lot more room than I thought I was going to need. That's good. So we can dump another foundation, and then I can't put one there because it'll clip. I mean, that's fine. Because I'm turning it anyways. I mean, I could turn the belt and bring this over here, I guess. I think that's what we're going to do. The only problem is my foundation issue here. Yeah. Because if we do that, yeah, that's going to be... But I think we could put a 2 in there. Look at that. How awesome. Let's just use a Mark 1 belt for now. I want... Let's put a ladder here. And then we can do... We technically could put another row of foundations right here. Which means I could just bring this right down the middle. And then we can put some... Which means... I think we're gonna have to... Do I go up or down? Do I go up or down? I guess that's my main concern right now. Do I go up or down with the... whatever that is? Do I bring it from the top or do I bring it from the bottom? I mean, I think bottom looks cleaner. I don't have the little hole things. It can just clip. I don't care. We can fix it later. But yeah, I can bring them in underneath. I'm trying to see how high is... Because they could go up one more. And then I could just put like one there and one there. Because yeah, what I could do is just do like this. And then just put it below it. And then just put another one there. And then these would be coal. And then the same thing here. Or I can bring it in up here and put it above and then drop it down into it. But I don't know if I like having I mean, I could do it that way. But then I have to raise it up, which is fine. I might have to think about this one for a minute now. Because we'll just bring the coal in from that direction like that. And once again, we can bring the iron in the same way. I just see no reason to bring the iron all the way over there now, since we're going to use most of it for here. So, I mean, we could just bring the iron. Do I want to go up or down? Do I want to go up or down? Do I want to go up or down? How much room is this, you think? 2? A little over 2? So if we just... Oh my god. That's more than enough room. So if we just do some shenanigans right here, we just take these away, just so I know where we're going. And then if I take this one away and this one away, so now I can see those. I don't know why I keep clicking on it like that. So that'll basically... It's still gonna clip though, isn't it? I need to wait till I... Yeah, when I get the doohickeys, we'll make that look better. But basically we'll come in like this, and then come in like that. And then same with you. And then... Oop. You. And then you. What am I doing? Hitting too many buttons too fast. And we'll just clip these in for now. Come on. Oh my god, I keep hitting the wrong buttons or something. Something's ticking me off though. And so we'll make those coal. So those will all be coal. So do I have to put a splitter? I mean, it's going to be uneven at first, but it'll be fine. And then I'll have to do splitters here. So we'll have to do... Boom, boom. Do I go in this way or in that way? Those are not permanent, don't worry. Because it's not lined up anyways. So once again, odd numbers, even numbers. So this is 5. So that's why I was doing a lot of counting that other one, but I thought it'd make more sense this video. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is the middle. And then I think that's lined up enough. Let's see how the belts look when we do this. Hello. dingbat. Why do you overthink this stuff? So the splitter can be right here, idiot. Splitter. It can come in from that way. Let's just make it somewhat symmetrical. I don't know what I was thinking on that one. And then we can do the same here. So 5. We'll have it come in from that direction. Those are both lined up. And then we can do a 5. And then it's going to come in from this direction. And do that. I don't know why I was seriously overthinking that. That was scary. Because then we can just do that. I'm so used to just jumping on top of these things. And then we can do that. And then... Oh my god. Come on. Come on. Like that. Like that. So now all of this... The only problem is I don't think I can build... I mean, we could put walls... Let's see, I don't think I can... Yeah. This is going to be kind of an enclosed area, I guess, when it's all said and done. So, what we're going to have to do here is dismantle you. And then hopefully this lines up correctly. Or I can just fall off a cliff. You know, whatever. I thought I put a wall all the way around. I didn't. So 3, hit E a couple times. And it should line up. And look at that. Wow. So let's do 3 and E a couple of times. Come on. Are you connected? Okay, you're really gonna do that to me? You are. Okay. Oops, wrong side. Let's see, that's gonna say it's too long. Okay, how do we just go straight for right now? Stop trying to turn on me. Why are you turning? Okay, we're gonna have to... So whenever you have issues with the belts that do that, where it keeps trying to like turn, what you need to do is... So should we just do... How can I do this efficiently? There really is no efficient way. So if we just put a splitter and it comes in from the backside. Can I reach it? And then we can do... That's um, I don't need to do it that way. No, because we could just do overthinking, overthinking. So if we put another splitter, which way is that facing? Okay, so I don't want that either. So, want it coming in from that angle. We'll just come straight in. Go like that. That's a long jump. That is obviously not a Mark III line. That is not a Mark III line. I swear I was hitting E. That is definitely not a Mark III line. So then what we can do is bring you out. And where do I have? You're in the middle, I believe. Close enough to the middle, yes. So we'll do that. So yeah, if you're ever having issues with conveyor belts doing this, build one side, build the next side. It shouldn't be too long now, hopefully. It is too long. So then what we're going to do is I'm just going to bring you out a little more. And see, this one's not being weird on me. And now they should hook up. Is there still a bend in there? There's still a bend in there. Where's the bend coming from? That looks straight. Okay, everything looks straight to me, but for some reason, it's not coming out straight. See, it keeps trying to bend going this way. So... maybe we'll just... oh my god. We'll just do this. And then we'll just do this. And then they should just connect right up. Now, if there's still a bend on here, I'm just whatever now at this point. It doesn't look like there's a bend. Is that belt clear yet? I want to tear all that down. Yeah, we basically stopped all of our steel production, which is awesome. I need to bump that up, right? So I need a, and I don't think I have any over here, except for the ones I have over there. So we need to go get some power. Unless you will be so nice to give me one. No, you give me nuts. You are nuts. I mean, I did just kill my factory production, but the good thing is I'm making the steel, and these pipes I can now use iron, so I don't necessarily care too much about that. I just want to get rid of all this iron. It'll still get coal, yeah, whatever. Yeah, because I need to bump this up to 100 and... it's 180, right? I need 180 and 180. So yeah, we need to... So if we bump it up to 150%, that should be 180. So we need to go get a power doohickey bopper. Oh my god, I forgot there's walls in the way now. So... Oh, my air conditioning just turned on. I felt this cool breeze on my feet, and I was like, ooh, what was that? So let's just dump randomness in our thing here. Yeah, we need to go get power doohickeys. Yeah, let's go do that. Okay, so we need to... let me just make sure. Do I need any more steel products? You know what, for... Oh my god. My jumping skills. Let's just go ahead. Let me grab just a couple more stacks. I'm going to throw them in the back of the truck. Because that's the only thing that's over here. Everything else is over there. That's fine. So let's go get some power. Oh, my headphones are jacked up again. There we go. I don't know why it's just the one on my left, but my left plug, maybe I just need to clean it or something, wipe it down. Let's go get some power slugs. Whoa, those birds scared me. Or whatever they are. Bats or alien life forms of some kind. Why are we struggling so much going up this today? Come on, get up there. You know, these hogs are going to get lawyers on me pretty soon as I keep hitting them. Oh, get out of the road. Oh. I mean, they just kind of like spawn in like that, and I usually end up running them over. How long does it take stuff to despawn in this game? Because I hit one of them a while ago, and I don't think I picked up the stuff. And since I'm over here, I'll do some basic housekeeping too, I think. And I think I want to research the next... Well, first off, let's see if you got me anything good. Where you at? Hey, what's up, buddy? Ooh, those will be worth some good points. Those will definitely be worth. I think those are like really good points. Oh my god, those are worth a lot of points. Look at that. Look at that. Yeah. Will this actually do anything? Oh, I only had a few, I guess. Still, that was 5 more. Well, let's just go ahead. That was a quick 5 more coupons. And then once we can start getting more animal DNA, we'll set up the animal DNA process too. So I think this is done finally. So let's... I think these are all empty now. Oh, thank God. And And see, I just love how this game, all this stuff keeps running even though I'm nowhere close to it. It just, like I said, if you've played like Minecraft or something, you know, your farms only run when you're like standing within so many blocks or whatever of them. And this game doesn't do that. These stupid poles. Let's just go ahead and tear that down. It's obnoxious. Ah, nice and quiet over here now. So now we can definitely work on that in the next episode. Definitely want to get that rolling, because that'll help get Phase 2 rolling. So that'll start. So getting Phase 2 going. Well, that was part of it, so I guess we are... Was that a doggo? Did I see a doggo? No. Are you sure I didn't see one? Sometimes they run kind of fast, so... I thought I saw another doggo. So, anyways. But I think we have enough power slugs because of our last adventuring. I think we can... Let me check our power slug situation. So yeah, we got 5 of those. Because if we could unlock that next level of power slugs, this one here... I'm out of copper sheeting? Wow. Oh, that's the one that I did not hook up to the dimensional depots. I don't know how much I needed. I forgot to... Plus, we're really not doing any pipes things right now. Oops. You can't do that going uphill or else you stop in your tracks. So let's get this done. And boom.
Research completed. Purple power slugs seem to be near the end of their life cycle and have a significant amount of potential energy stored. It is a good thing Fix-It does not waste. Purple power slugs can now be processed into power shards.
And then we can't do this one until we get whatever this time crystal, and I think that's a really late game type of thing. So I'm not worried about that. But what's nice though is now when we do power shards, because see, blue ones are 1 for 1, these are 1 for 2, but these are 1 to 5. Yes. So I don't think I need any more slugs for any more research though. I think that's pretty much everything, right? I mean, I don't think there's any more. We can find more. So let's just go ahead and craft all these into, so we'll have 20 of these. Look at that. So instead of using these blue ones, which would, I mean, I could have got 30 from that, and I could have got 28, 30, no, 14 plus 14 is 28. But instead, we had 4 of those, and we got 20. So that was the main reason we wanted to come over here. So now we can drive back to I really gotta try going that other direction to see if it's more efficient and or faster. Maybe the next time we come back we'll go that way, and I'll build a small bridge for now. Because I bet you it's either more efficient or it's faster. I just have a feeling it is. I think there's a lot less crazy turning I have to do too if I go that way. Oh my god. I wasn't looking. I was looking at something else. Oh. more efficient to go across the water. So the next time we go back, we'll go over that way and see how that road trip is. Ugh. Turn. What are you doing? So this factory's starting to take some shape over here. I don't know why I'm driving all the way over here. I didn't have to do that. And does Dudette have any more stuff for us? Hey, how you doing? Oh my god. Oh, just regular note. We'll take that. Thanks so much. You get a second pat on the head for that. Okay, so... I'm almost afraid to carry this many with me. Let's just put 10 in the truck for now. Okay, so our thought process with doing that was we need to overclock. Because, right? That was my thought process, wasn't it? I need to overclock this. Because right now it's only... Wait a second. Oh, this one. I need to overclock this one, because right now it's 120. And if we put one of you in here, we can make it 180. Which, if we go back to our screen here, so you see we need 100... I don't know if you can see that or not. But I need 180 and 180. So this will give me 180, which we can... I gotta figure out the power situation around here. Go away. So now this will start giving me 180. Oh, our power levels. We're gonna have to build... I think we're gonna have to switch up our plan here. Once again, we're really capped at 900. We're really capped at only 900 because when those biomass burners go out, that's, you know, that's pretty much it for that. Yeah, so we need this manifold. So I'm going to get this manifold kind of primed up here with shenanigans, which it all should start doing really quickly. That looks like it's all primed up. The next thing we were doing was we need to set up so we have 4 foundries. We need to do 3 constructors. So do I just do like a manifold on this too? Just put a splitter, 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 put them all together, then put 3 manifolds. I think that would be probably the most productive, right? Right? Oh, not splitters. God. Mergers. And they all need to go that way. And then we can put you about right there. And then we need you to go... Wait a second. Overkill. Okay, we don't need that. We'll just have these this one we'll have go into a... So we're probably going to have to come over one more, aren't we? So we'll have this one come into a merger. Those will just directly feed. I don't think that's productive, though, is it? Because that only gives me 45. I don't think it matters. I mean, we could merge. So I think if we merge them all together at 45, 45 times 4 is 180, and then we do splitters. Okay, well, I think I just need to kind of like plan this. So if we do 1, 2, wow. And then I can have it come out that way. 3. And then once they're all merged together, they will be they're only going to be 45. Well, the first one's going to be 45, and then 45 plus 45 is 90. So that could be like a Mark II belt. This only has to be a Mark I belt, because it's only 45. That'll only be 45. I mean, this technically, I think, can be just a Mark I belt, and that can be a Mark I belt. So 45 and 45 is 90, plus another 45 puts me over. So I think we would have to do like a Mark III belt. And then what we could do is come out and come this way. Do I want to go closer? No. Let's just put that there for now. Because then I think I want to put these further over here. Can I line it up with that? Is it because I put a belt there? I'm trying to get somewhat symmetrical. I know I'm probably just being stupid here at this point. So that's... So if we bring that... I think that's too close. let's just put it there for now, just so I have a reference point. And once again, we can just go U to U. So we need 3 of these. Right, we needed, yeah. We're doing steel beams, right? Yeah. 3 constructors. Steel beams. Steel beams. And then steel beams. And then what we could do is put a splitter right there. And then we can put another one right there. And then okay, so right now we have 45, and then once all of them merge together, that'll be 180, right? And then these just need how many? 60. So these can be Mark 1 lines, which will help with the splitting. So we'll just do Mark 1, and then Mark 1, and Mark 1. So this will be 80, so the first time it splits, we will need at least a Mark 2 line. Yes. So I should have 180 coming down here, and then when it splits, it'll go 90. So, but this will fill up with 60, which means this will technically be like 120 coming this way. And as you know, Mark II bolts, and this is a Mark II, and then we just need Mark I and Mark I. Right? Question is, do we just bring the power facilitation? I think we just bring it over here. So we'll just bring power. We'll just follow the conveyor belts. And then we need I don't need to do this, but we're going to do overkill. Figure out we're gonna have to clean this up later. For now you can go there, and then you can go there, which totally probably killed our. Yep, that bumped it up quite a lot. I mean, we still have plenty of headroom. Granted, they're not all running yet. That's the only issue. Once everything gets running, we'll have to see. I mean, I think 775 is the max. I mean, we're only consuming like 300. But this also means at any time, though, if everything was running, that's a lot. So we didn't bump it up that high, really. I mean, we still have plenty of headroom on the... And so now we need to figure out how we're going to store... So these are iron plates, so I can go down here. Hello. And we can dismantle... Which one of these is iron? Or steel? This one. So we can take down this steel doohickey. And, oh, I should have drained this coal. Now I'm going to have all this coal in my damn inventory. So let's take you and just shut you off for now. Because we need to figure out this situation. Well, actually, I don't think I need this line anymore, right? I think we kind of... Oh, dear God. Okay, fine. I'll just run this way then. Yeah, because we diverted the copper line. So... Oh, wow. My inventory's filling up. You know, it's funny when you first start this game, inventory is like, it's so hard to get inventory. And then all of a sudden you reach a point where it's like, okay, now I have too much inventory. What do I have too much of? Oh, because see, I got ingots now, and... Yeah, that's the problem. I'm collecting ingots and stuff. What am I doing? This is empty, right? Yeah. So... I think if I just dump some coal in here, it'll just kind of wrap around and do all of its craziness here. I mean, I still gotta figure out what I want to do with this coal. I got all this coal. Like I said, this is now more of a... what I could do. It's probably stupid to do that, but you know what? I don't care. What I probably could do... No, that's not going to make sense. I'm not going to do that. I was thinking of taking that... Because we did put a Mark II miner on it, right? That's why everything's moving so fast now. I was thinking maybe I should overclock it. And then I could... But see, you can't split the lines that way. That's the problem. It would have to be half and half. Because right now we're doing 240. So I would have to double the... I'd have to put 2 in there and then have... And then put like a splitter and then have 2 lines of 240. Because if I 200% this, that would be 480. But I also don't need... Okay, and the other thing we need to do... Ow. So the other thing I'm going to do with this production line here is we are going to make a... is it encased? Yes. Because with this, we need steel and concrete. So, right now that's being very unproductive. I thought I got windows. I didn't get windows. I didn't get windows. I thought I got windows. I was going to put windows on the walls here. Oh, crud on a cruddy, crud. And I think we should make like a catwalk. I think it would be cool to have a catwalk going through here. Just kind of a catwalk that kind of wraps around and then cuts through and like goes over. Like have it come around here and then it can go like over that or something. And but yeah, like what I want to do here though is probably merge all 3 of these, because right now they make 15, so that'd be 30, that would be 45. So we could merge them all without any issue. And like if we put it there. So if it's only 15, we just need Mark 1 belts. So 15, 30, 45, so that's 45. Yeah, that's our 45. Then what I could do is bring it out and do a splitter. And then have some of it go to our concrete. God, look how we are not backing up fast enough on this coal. I need this coal to back up. So that means we're probably not being, yeah, we're not being 100%. We're kind of... I got Mark III belts coming in. Well, I mean, technically, you just need 45. So how about we change you to a Mark 1. Maybe that'll help slow this down. Yeah, we need this coal to back up. Oh, is that my holdup? Is that... Oh. Anyways, how about we do that? That's a Mark III, right? Lifter. I bet you that just fixed my problem. So yeah, whenever you see an issue like that, so you saw how I had all these big gaps, right? Well, that was my issue. So technically I could make these Mark IIIs again. I mean, it's overkill because these only need 45 a minute. So 45. Granted, I think I have those as Mark III. I do. So, I mean, that's already backed up too. What do the... No. What do... So these take 270. That's not enough. I'd have to have two lines. I'd have to split them back there somewhere. If I did 480, I'd have to have two lines of Mark IIIs. And then... Yeah. What is that? Are you serious? Are you serious right now? Are you serious? You're... I didn't know if you guys... there's actually an achievement for bouncing on these things. Yeah, you're in my space. You're in my space. Go. Anybody remember MySpace? Okay, so anyways, I was thinking here. So now what we need to do is do a encased... and see, that takes steel too. So we'll have to do like a versatile framework also. But I'm thinking we do an encased. So I might actually need to... I might build another one of these on this side. We might have to do that. Because 45 and 45 would be 90. And then I can just repeat this to make even more steel. The only problem is, though, is once again, I don't have... If I boosted that, I could double this. But then I would have to boost another... We still have a gap going. Why is there still gaps? You must have got behind over here. So if we were... This is not a pure node, that's my problem. So if we boosted this to 200, that would only be 360. This is why it sucks when you don't have pure nodes next to each other. The only pure copper was like so far away. I mean, I think there's one up here. And I just can't find it. Oh no, not copper, coal. I think there's one up here. I mean, this one's pure out here. And this one's pure, but I can't find it. I cannot find this, this. That's why I have it highlighted right now. I mean, once again, I do have a pure node here. And I mean, I was going to run a truck line. Do I do conveyor belts? Because trucks only run 120 a minute, I believe, right? So that's not enough. I mean, even running two trucks... transfers 120 stacks a minute to and from. I mean, that's... Would that be... So right now, is that a Mark II miner? Why do I feel that's underproducing? Well, no, because it's doing 120. I'm going 150, which makes it 360. 200% would be 240. That would be 300. That would be 300. Why do I think I need so much? What is my thought process here, my friends? I'm overthinking this. I know I am. 180, 180. Why was I thinking it was so much more? I need 180 minimum, which once again we can do with a Mark II miner and overclock it, right? That's what we're doing here. That's getting us 180. So I can bump this one up to 180, and we can build another steel. Missed it by that much. And then we can build another one of these on that side. And then what I could do is overclock that, run two of those. I can run the iron across the bottom of the floor. It can come up over here. Yeah, but you can see how much space this takes. So I would actually be having. I mean, I can go over. It's not a big deal. It just screws up my. I mean, I can just push that out one more. Like I said, I was going for some aesthetic. Not aesthetic. I can't think. Words are... But yeah, if I put another one here, because then I can split this off into versatile. Well, I need... So see, this takes steel, and then the encased takes steel. So like I said, I could split these because that's 45. So if I split it, 45 divided by 2 is, that'd be 22 steel. And that would be 22 and a half steel, right? 22 and a half. So I could combine those together. So 22.5 times 2 is 45, duh. So then I would have 45 to each of those, and I could have those right here in the middle. But I would need to bring modular frames over here. Once again, I have nodes that I can take advantage of. I mean, that's where that pure copper is. I don't even know where the heck that is. Or not copper, coal. These are running the power plant, which is fine, which I'm going to have to overcook those too. I need to do some power plant math and make this more efficient than this craziness that I have, because I think I'm a little overkill right now on some of this. I can probably build 2 or 3 more plants and it won't affect me with my current levels. And then of course, if we make a versatile, we'll have to whatchamacallit, Yeah. I think I should probably take. I think we should just call this episode. I mean, we finished all the tier 4 stuff. It looks like you're still lagging behind here. I might just let this run for a few hours just to get this up and running, because you can see I still have... Oh, that's because I need to put these somewhere. Yeah, maybe I'll just make a storage bin real quick and just let them start stacking up. Oh, I hate to do that. So what I could do is just bring these down to like storage, and then if I make the like encased steel here, I can just bring them right back up from storage, and then bring in the concrete. And like I can use that little subfloor that I made, because I don't think that's going to be an issue. Well, it probably will be, actually. I mean, once again, I don't need to get to the top of these. That can be how tall this is. Like I said, this is just going to be like a storage facility. It doesn't have to be 120% perfect. I'm just being anal retentive. So for giggles and giggles, can I reach it? Let's see, I don't think I can walk under there, though. No, I think I can walk under there. Oh my god. Really? Okay, I can walk under here, thank god. So what I could do is make like a line going across. I could have it more in the middle, and then I can bring all the other stuff down the middle. Like this is probably too far to the and then I can have storage, and then this can kind of be my... I could even make it too wide, like all the conveyor belts moving shenanigans around. Because I could bring the concrete in and just kind of wrap around there, and then just come down this, and then just pop a hole through here. I mean, I can't jump on top of that, which is fine. That sounds like a halfway decent plan, right? I can start bringing the... Here, let me just... Where am I? Hello. Yeah, see, that almost works. I might have to make this too wide. And this is empty, I believe. I don't think I ever... E! Yeah, there's nothing in there, so let's just take this back. So yeah, what I could do is this would be like I said, the main like supply. I could put a bunch of conveyor belts up here, and then storage units can go along there, and storage units can go along there. I could make it 3 wide if I wanted to be more symmetrical, and then I could just have storage containers all around here that are taking supplies and moving supplies. And you know, because the nice thing too is a lot of the storage containers have the 2 openings, the industrial ones. So, you know, I could have them like sitting here, and that top one, that's where we can put stuff in. And then if there's overflow, we can have it go back through there. And then I can set like an awesome sink up just to kind of like destroy excess of excess. I think that sounds like a good plan. I mean, I think this little catwalk area, I mean, I can completely cover it if I wanted to. and then just have things drop down and bring things up to it, and then I can have things transported through the floors. So it's sounding like I should have went and bought more stuff at the store, because I really want to get those conveyor belt or the holes in the ground thing that you can put in the ground. I mean, if I had my points with me, I could just build another sink. But I think that is a priority. I think we prioritize that because we are going to start using a ton of power. I mean, we still have plenty of space. But once again, I'm going to lose 480 of this. So we only have 900 and we're almost at 800. And if we build another set of those steel makers, this is going to go up like another huge amount. So I think we need to get. I think next episode, before I continue with this plan, I think we need to take care of this. And I think we need to overkill it. I need to research this. I think we could just use these two miners. I mean, once again, I'm going to be trucking coal in and extra coal. I'm going to have start stockpiling. And then what I'll do is I'll put mergers on these lines from that. So it'll just always be completely stocked with coal. Like there won't be a coal problem. And like I said, I think we might have to deforestize and actually make this look like a proper conveyor system. You know, we could probably just make it look nicer. I mean, like we're going around all this stuff. We didn't do this to look pretty to start with, but I think we can make this a lot more productive. It's so noisy over here. But yeah, I think, you know, we can come into this area. I don't think there's anything in here. There might be a few monsters or animals walking around. I mean, I'd still want to build a proper power plant eventually, but we might actually have to redo this. Like I said, I need to look at numbers. I'll get back on that site and we'll figure out the number situation, because with both normal nodes, we have 120 and we can easily double them up. Like I already have these doubled up. It's like I have these ones at 200%. And if I start at 120, so if we're starting at 120, that'd be 180, that'd be 240. So 240 a miner, with the Mark II miners, of course. And then I'd have to run 2 sets of belts. And then, like I said, we need to set the trucking route up to start bringing all that coal from the other nodes over there, and then start stockpiling coal. We're not going to have an issue with coal. It's just a matter of making sure we're stockpiled. Like another thing I thought too of is putting on the thing that we just built, the steel machine we just built, we could actually put like a thing at the end. So like, see how it's all backed up now? Because everything stopped because I need to put a storage unit there. Which, once again, let's just go ahead and dump a storage unit here. Just so I can start getting a stockpile again. But anyways, you know, eventually I'll have too much coal, so what I could always do is put when I get the smart splitters, that's the thing, I need the smart splitters. I can't do that now, but when I could put a smart splitter, and then I could take the excess overflow and bring it back to the coal generating facility there. Um, but yeah, I think I need to do a little more research on getting this. I We have to work on this. I just know I'm eventually going to lose that biomass plant that I built, and I think we need to just go ahead and I need to figure out the math here. I think I can actually probably build a lot more of these without having to change anything. I need to figure this out. So I'm going to do that, obviously, off camera. I'm just going to let this run. So I'm just going to go hang out in the watchtower. I'm just going to put the game on in the background. I'm not going to play it like I tell you guys. But, I'll just let it run so that way all this stuff keeps producing. Everything keeps running. Hopefully that will get itself nice and backed up in manifolds. We'll get all. But yeah, let's just call this episode. We're gonna work on this next episode. Yeah. So do all the fun stuff. Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. Have a good one, and we will see you in the next one. Bye.